Gene?
Jacksonville 911.
Yes, sir. Hi. This is. I went out to play this afternoon. I thought she was with her, and now she's missing.
How old is she?
She's 8 years old.
Where was she playing at around the house?
Right around the house here.
Is she a white female or a black
Yes,
female?
she's a white female.
What did she have on when she left?
She had on a red T-shirt. And, Mama, did she have on jeans? No. I've been upstairs, Mama. I have searched.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Blue jeans?
Mama, did she have on blue jeans? What'd she have on? What kind of shorts?
Pair of shorts?
She had on a pair of shorts and a red T-shirt.
She blonde hair, black hair?
No, she's got reddish-brown hair. It's actually a brown with an auburn tint to it.
What's her name?
It's short. Her name is Maddie. She goes, it's Madeline.
What's her last name?
Clifton, C-L-I-F as in Frank, T-O-N.
When's the last time anybody saw her?
Mama, what time did I come home from boating? About 5:30?
About
4:30 to 5 o'clock. About 5:30 was the last time we saw her. And I was letting the kids play out here for a little while, and then she disappeared, and nobody knows where she's at.
Does she have any friends nearby? Did you go check?
I've got every neighbor out here right now.
Okay, the police will be there shortly, ma'am. You keep looking, okay?
Okay, do you know where I am? I mean, I'm at the corner of Fleetwood and Stephen is right there.
What is it?
My husband just came home. And, hold on just a moment. Honey, Maddie is gone. No. Okay, my husband just pulled up, but she's not with him, of course.
Okay, the police are going to be there shortly, ma'am, okay?
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
On November 3rd, 1998, Phillips, who was a 14-year-old boy, was home alone when Maddie Clifton, a 8-year-old girl who lived across the road from the Phillips, came to his house asking him to come outside and play baseball. Phillips agreed, even though he was not allowed to have friends over while his parents were not home. As the two were playing baseball, Phillips accidentally hit the ball into Clifton's eye, causing her to bleed, cry, and scream. Phillips panicked, knowing his father would be home soon, and fearing his reaction. Phillips dragged Clifton into his house, saying that the clothing came off Clifton's lower body as he did so. He hit her with the baseball bat to stop her from screaming before putting her under the base of his bed. When Steve returned home, Phillips interacted with him for a period of time before returning to his room. When Phillips discovered that Clifton was still alive and moaning under his bed, he removed the mattress, cut her throat, and stabbed her in the chest 7 times with the knife from a Leatherman tool, killing her. Clifton's disappearance was reported around 5 p.m. that day. Police and volunteers searched for Clifton for 6 days. Phillips participated in the search. He later stated he spent the following week living in denial, saying, "I was putting myself in a fantasy world that nothing had happened. That was my defense mechanism for everything when I was a kid. I never made the decision to ignore it. I just did." On November 10, Melissa Phillips went into her son's room and noticed a wet spot on the floor. She searched the room and found Clifton's body, immediately leaving the house to report the incident to the police. Phillips was arrested later that day at his school and confessed to the murder within hours. Prosecutors disputed some parts of Phillips' story. State Attorney Harry Shortstein suggested the murder may have been sexually motivated, saying that Phillips had talked about sexual matters with both Clifton and her older sister Jessie. The autopsy found no evidence of sexual assault. Though prosecutors argued the lack of dirt and sand on Clifton's body did not support Phillips' assertion that her clothes came off as he dragged her into his room. Prosecutors also noted that no blood was found in the backyard or on the baseball that Phillips said he had struck Clifton with, and argued that this did not support his version of events. Phillips was tried as an adult. The trial was moved from Duval County, Florida to Polk County over concerns about the publicity in Jacksonville. Phillips' lawyer Richard D. Nichols did not call a single witness for the defense, a move the prosecutors later said was a surprising and risky strategy. Nichols intended to base much of the defense on a closing argument to the jury, where he stated Clifton's death was an act that began as an accident and deteriorated through panic that bordered on madness. According to Phillips, Nichols never attempted to question him over the events of the murder, and only played chess with him when visiting him in jail prior to the trial. Melissa Phillips disagreed with Nichols' strategy. Though Steve insisted on letting the lawyer do as he pleased, Nichols discouraged Phillips' parents from allowing him to testify. Accordingly, Phillips never spoke during his trial. The trial on July 6, 1999 lasted only 2 days, an unusually short time due to the defense calling no witnesses. Jurors took just over 2 hours to convict Phillips of first-degree murder. He was later sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. He was not eligible for the death penalty as he was under 16. During the trial, the defense attempted to introduce scans from a neurologist showing bilateral lesions on the frontal lobe of Phillips' brain, which are associated with panic and impaired judgment. While the prosecution wanted to discuss evidence Phillips had looked at pornography on his computer, the judge, however, ruled both pieces of evidence inadmissible. As of 2008, Phillips declined to write a letter of apology to Clifton's family, saying they deserved an apology from him in person, as they would not be able to see his sincerity in a letter.
As I've grown up, I have learned the value of life. I wish to God that I could have known this or understood it when I was 14. Had I then, none of this would have come about. I had no clue what life meant.
Clifton's mother subsequently stated she had no interest in talking to Phillips. As of 2025, Phillips is imprisoned in the Cross City Correctional Institution.